Have you guys ever had an environmental Karen shame you for driving a vehicle that's bad for the environment? Have you ever been around an old man that's been asked what car gets with the 305 in the front and the Larry Hoovers in the back gets mile per gallon, and his legendary reply is it gets miles per gallon, not miles per gallon? Well, this is my 1,000 horsepower twin turbo Camaro. Today, we're gonna see what mile per gallon it gets, not only on E85, but 93 octane out of the pump. And I think you guys are gonna be pretty damn surprised on how good it does. What we're gonna do is, that is E85 in there, balls went and got just a second ago. So we're gonna top that thing all the way off. We're gonna go drive about 50 miles, and then we're gonna fill it back up, and then calculate with how much fuel we put back into the very top, what mile per gallon it gets. And then we're gonna drain all that fuel out, put 93 in it, and do the exact same thing and calculate what mile per gallon it gets like that. Some of you guys are probably wondering how it's gonna work with the tune. I have a flex fuel sensor in the fuel line that calculates and compensates fuel, whether it's on E85 or 93 octane. So we're gonna get this thing filled up, we're gonna start driving, and we're gonna take you guys along with.
All right, there you have it. All the way up to the top.
What do you think it's gonna get, Balls? I'm thinking like 13 miles a gallon on E85.
I think it's 17.
17?
I think it's pretty exciting.
I don't know about that. Post your predictions down in the comments below to see what's gonna get on E85, and then we'll do the same for 93. Right, this is our halfway point, so this is the stop sign. I'm just gonna turn around right here in this parking lot, and then head back and calculate our fuel. There isn't any wind today, really, but it's 35 degrees out. So my feet are getting a little cold, and this thing has no heat.
Yeah, I'm getting a little cold too.
Yeah. What I should have mentioned earlier, on E85 you use about 30% more fuel than you do on regular like 93 or Racecar. So this mile per gallon will be worse than what 93 is.
All right, here is the damage.
Oh, like half tank maybe.
Yeah, it's about halfway down.
All right, let's fill it up. We'll see what we got. We're 3 gallons in. Dang, we didn't really use any gas. And
Done? There she is.
4.64 gallons we used on the drive. Not only are we risking our lives with getting frostbite on our toes, we're also now have 5 gallons of 93 in here. So we can get back to the gas station after we drain all the E85 out of the tank. Hear about a car catching on fire in the news in the next couple days, you'll know it was Rev 2 Late Racing. That was us. I can get on it now. We're not going for mile per gallon. A little burnout for good measures. Burnout for good measures.
Power tonight is still out to some people in the neighborhood.
Boom, and then arc, bam, that fire was coming everywhere. It was arcing, sparking, blowing up.
All right, Balls, so your guess was 18, 17 or 18?
17, I believe.
We drove 53 miles, so from here down to that checkpoint and then back to the gas station, and then where we filled up took 4.64 gallons, and then that ended up being 11.4 miles per gallon. Now, I drove it normally for the first time in my life, by the way. So now, what we're gonna do is we're gonna drain all of that fuel out of that tank, and then we're gonna put that 93 octane in it, so then we can get to the gas station and then fill it all the way up, just like we did last time. I'm gonna guess this thing's gonna get about 17 to 18 miles per gallon, but I could be wrong, because I've never calculated on pump gas before. What do you think, Balls? What's your guess this time? Same thing? 17, 18, or what?
I think I'm gonna say 19.
19 mile a gallon. All right. I mean, this thing is only like 3,100 pounds without me in it. So we're about to find out. There she is, all the way filled up on 93. Got a little smarter on the Lamborghinis this time. Got some jackets for our feet. Makes a world of difference though, don't it?
Dude, my feet are actually not that bad.
Yeah. So we didn't plan this out the greatest. Well, by we, I mean me. It's pitch dark out now, but we'll update you guys when we're about halfway through the trip, and then we'll calculate it out. Drop your comments below to see what it's gonna get. Here is
our checkpoint where we're turning around. So I need to turn this light back. Oh, almost passed it up. And there we are, halfway. So we'll go back to that gas station, fill it back up. This thing does good enough. It might get better mileage than my freaking crew cab truck does. I might start driving this thing to work from now on. All right, we made it back to the gas station. My feet are still frozen. I don't know about you, balls.
My feet are cold.
But let's put some gas in this thing. Here is the moment of truth. What are you thinking? Obviously, it's going to be less than 4.64 gallons. I'm thinking like it's only going to take 3 gallons. There it is. That's it.
3.4.
3.4. So that's more than a gallon less. It's like 1.2 gallon less. All right, so I did the calculations. Come on over. Come on over. So turns out I'm not pleasantly surprised. We were both completely wrong. We got 48 miles divided by, that's percentage, divided by 3.46 gallons. That comes out to 13.8 miles per gallon. That is not at all what I expected to see. That's not good. So, if you're trying to daily your twin turbo 1,000 horsepower Camaro or LS in general, I would suggest not doing it. Don't make a bunch of modifications and expect to get good mileage, because 13.8 ain't shit. Come back next week. We're gonna be tearing this whole thing apart, tearing the engine out, the transmission out, the rear end out. We're changing a lot of things. It's not gonna help our mile per gallon whatsoever, but it is gonna make it a lot faster. So thanks for watching, guys. Come back next week, see what we tear up. I'll see you later.